Hi girls and boys. Today we're going to read Kindergarten, Here I Come. It's written by D.J. Steinberg and illustrated by Mark Chambers. So written by D.J. Steinberg means that's the author. That's the person that wrote all the words and came up with the idea. Illustrations are pictures. So if it was illustrated by Mark Chambers, then the illustrator drew all the pictures. The title of the book is Kindergarten, Here I Come. The title means the name. I see some children on the front of this book. Those are probably our characters. Characters are the important people or animals in a story that do all the talking and have the action. All the stuff that happens. Kindergarten, here I come. Kindergarten, here I come. I'm checking off the list of everything I need for school. Let's see, what have I missed? I'm going to look carefully at the picture because there's always clues in the illustration. What do I see? Books and blocks and a robot and a ball? Are those things that he needs? No, we do not bring toys to kindergarten. So his list must be on this piece of paper. He was writing everything down. If you don't know how to write yet, that's okay. Backpack, check. Glue stick, check. A labeled cubby box, check. Extra pair of underwear, check. Extra pair of socks, check. Crayons, check. Scissors, check. Mom says I'm all set. But wait, there are tons of other stuff I better not forget. My cuddle bear, my magic wand, my superhero cape, 2 flashlights, and a tool set in case I must escape. Huh? Mom says to put those things back where I took them from. She says I won't need that stuff. She promised school won't be too rough. I hope she's right. I really do, 'cause kindergarten, here I come. Everything that has a check marks, those are supplies for school. To go to kindergarten, you should have your own backpack. It should have your name written on it. Most kindergartens do not want backpacks that have wheels, so it should be a real backpack that goes on your back, and it should be big enough to put a notebook and a folder in. Glue sticks. Oh yes, we need those in kindergarten, and we should know how to use them. We don't roll it all the way up, and we always put the lid right back on. A labeled cubby box. That's probably his pencil box. I'm looking at the illustration for it right here. And in your pencil box, you should have a pair of scissors and crayons. The scissors should have your name on it, and your pencil box should have your name on it. The plastic ones that have a hinge that open and shut like this are the best. An extra pair of underwear and an extra pair of socks. Absolutely. You should have an extra pair of all of your clothes, a shirt, shorts, socks, underwear, everything, inside of a nice Ziploc bag with your name on it. That can stay in your cubby. That way if we have an accident at school or we spill milk or something, you would be okay and you could change your clothes. You should always keep an extra set of those at school. But all these toys, they don't come to school. We keep toys at home. His mom is right. My teacher. My teacher did a magic trick the minute that I came. I don't know how, but presto, poof! She somehow knew my name. Then bam, she figured out I'm nice and that I'm really smart. And just like that, she seemed to know how good I am at art. I think she used some magic spells to make the whole day fun. Of all the teachers in my world, I'm glad that she's my one. Crisscross applesauce. Crisscross applesauce, that's the way we sit. Not feet out sauerkraut, not cottage cheese on your knees, not bottoms up coffee cup, not blueberry jelly on your belly, but crisscross applesauce. That's the way we sit. So looking at these children in this picture, they are all doing a fantastic job of sitting on the carpet. Just look at how they cross their legs. Their feet are on the floor. Their bottoms are on the floor and their hands are in their lap. Their eyes are looking at their teacher and their ears are listening to their teacher. And I bet their brains are all thinking about what the teacher is saying. That's right, crisscross applesauce, that's how we sit. Once upon a story time, goblins, bunnies, kings and queens, cats and hats, and magic beans. Once upon a far away, which book will we read today? Yellow Lunchbox. I love you, yellow lunchbox. Click, I open you to see what treasures lie inside today. And what did Mom pack for me? Aha, so there you are, below those good things I should eat. I found you, chocolate cupcake. You're my favorite part, the treat. Do you know why his mom put it under all the good things he should eat? That's right. He should save it for last. It's always good to eat the healthy things from our lunchbox first. I love the healthy lunches I'm looking at here. I see a sandwich and fruits. I see some vegetables on his sandwich. Those are good things to eat. We do not bring candy to school for lunch. We do not bring sodas to school for lunch. We eat healthy foods at lunch. If you don't have a lunchbox, if your mom doesn't pack you a lunch, if your dad doesn't pack you a lunch, or your Nana or your grandparents or aunts, it's okay. There's going to be a cafeteria where you can get lunch at school. It'll be a nice hot lunch. And it should have healthy things too. But the last part you should always eat is the treat. You should eat the healthy things first. Missing tooth. I was munching on my apple when suddenly, crunch, my tongue felt something missing and I had a little hunch. Out came a tiny pebble, all shiny, smooth, and white. Hey, look, the tooth fairy's coming to my house tonight. When we lose teeth in kindergarten, we make sure that we tell the teacher. She'll put it in a bag and make sure it gets home safely so that you can find it for the tooth fairy. Recess. I'm a fireman, to the rescue, down the pole I slide. Look now, I'm a monkey, swinging side to side. I'm a climber, up the mountain, I'm queen of this whole town. Check me out, I'm a bat, hanging upside down. Watch me creep across this beam. I'm a sneaky thief raccoon. I'm the pilot of a rocket ship, zooming to the moon. In only half an hour, we are all of these things and more, till recess time is over and we head back in the door. The playground is a wonderful place to play pretend. You can use your imagination. I like how I see safe things happening on this playground. At the playground at school, we don't go up the slide. We go down the slide. See how she's at the top? She's ready to go down. So she would climb up the stairs, or up the steps, or up the ladder. We can't see what it is here, but that's how she would climb up. Then she would go down, and only one at a time. Never lots of kids, just one at a time on the slide. I like how I see these children hanging on the monkey bars or climbing on the monkey bars, but they are not on top of the monkey bars. They are acting safe, making good decisions. Counting craze. There are 22 children here in room 109, a guinea pig, 3 goldfish, and 1 cuddle bear. Mine! Oh, he brought his bear to school. He was not supposed to do that. There's one really nice teacher with 8 buttons on her dress and 1 billion purple polka dots, more or less. There are 39 crayons that fell out of the box, 53 cars, and 87 blocks. 24 food cans in our make-believe shop. Oh, help! I've learned how to count. Now I just can't stop. It's great to practice counting, and you can practice counting by counting things in your home. There's lots of things that you could count in your house. You could count crayons, you could count markers, you can count paper clips, you could count the cups, you could count all of the cans. There's lots of things that you could count. How many spoons do you have? Lots and lots of things that you can practice counting at home. No nap rap. I'm not tired, I'm not sleepy, I'm wide awake, you see. It's daytime, it's my playtime. You say nap time? Not for me. I'll lie flat upon the mat, but I'm not counting sheep. You can snooze, but I refuse. Oh no, I will not go to... Oh, he fell asleep. You might have gone to a pre-K, and they might have taken a nap there. In our kindergarten, we are not allowed to nap. We will have a quiet rest time, and during that time, you can lay on the floor and look at books. And you stay in your spot, and you stay quiet, and you look at your books. But we don't get to nap, because we're in kindergarten, and kindergarten's not allowed to nap anymore. Field trip. Hooray, hooray, a field trip day, adventures in the air. Driver, driver, please don't stop until you get us there. We squeal and hoot, we screech and roar and stomp the whole way through, just like a bunch of animals until we reach the zoo. On the bus, should you squeal and hoot or screech and roar and act like animals? No. Anytime where you are on the bus, you should sit quietly on your bottom. It's okay to talk to the person in the seat next to you, but you should not be able to be heard by the other children in other seats. You should sit on your bottom quietly so that the bus driver can think. It's a safety thing. Best friends. Heather was my best friend this morning on the bus, but she talked so much to Shauna that I made my best friend Gus. But Gus said he was Noah's friend and wouldn't take it back, so I had to go and trade him for a better best friend, Zach. Zach wouldn't share the box of blocks, so what else could I do? At lunchtime, I sat right down beside my newest best friend, Sue. Then Sue ate half my cupcake. I didn't say she could. In art, I was all by myself. I was done with friends for good. Then someone came and asked me, "Can we paint together?" In kindergarten, we are going to be friends with everybody. We don't say that we're not going to be friends with people anymore. A nicer thing would have been to say, "I'm going to go play with someone else for a little while, but I'm still your friend." Because then nobody's feelings get hurt. So we wouldn't say, "You're not my best friend anymore." We would just say, "I'm busy playing with this person right now. I'm still your friend. We can play later." Or you could always say, "I'm playing with this person right now. Do you want to play with us?" And that way everybody gets along and nobody gets their feelings hurt. On the bus ride home again, my new best friend was Heather. But we don't have to say best friend. We can just say friend, because we're going to be friends with everybody. George. I have a kindergarten friend who isn't very big. I'm talking about George Washington, our classroom guinea pig. I always stop to talk to him about the stuff we like. I tell him what's on TV and how to ride a bike. I'm teaching him his ABCs. and how to draw a heart. He always pays attention. That George is clearly very smart. Some classrooms will have a classroom pet. Our classroom does not have a classroom pet, but sometimes we get to read to stuffed animals. And you can tell the stuffed animal everything that's in your book the same way that he's telling that guinea pig George everything. 100th day of school. I brought 100 marbles inside my plastic cup. Zach brought 100 chocolate chips till someone ate them up. Nina's 100 toothpicks all came inside one box. Aaliyah brought a picture of her 100 chicken pox. I used to think 100 was a lot when I was small, but now that it's the 100th day, I'm old enough to say 100 isn't all that many days at all. On the 100th day of kindergarten, we will do the 100-day projects. We often have a little museum that we show for all the kindergartners, and everybody walks around and looks at each other's projects. Your parents can help you with it. We send it home as a family project, and you would bring 100 things, and you would make something with them and bring it into school. It's not a good idea to use food. Zach brought 100 chocolate chips and someone ate them up. It could also bring bugs. So, on the 100th day of school, be prepared. You're going to be making an awesome project that we put in the 100th day of school museum. And it's not a good idea to use food items. You want to practice counting to 100 all the time so that you get good at it, so that you can do the 100th day of school project. Show and tell. Today's my turn for show and tell, but somehow I forgot. I could have brought in Cuddle Bear, or else my new robot. I could have brought my snow globe, or my cool vacation hat. I could have brought my goldfish, except I didn't think of that. So now my hands are empty, and my teacher's calling me. But hang on, I see something staring right in front of me. Quick! I draw 2 dots on my finger while I stand, and then I make my thumb into a mouth. Hi class, please meet my hand. So, we do not draw on our hands in kindergarten. This page is a little bit silly. It's not a good idea to draw on yourself at all when you are in kindergarten. That's a little kid thing to do, not a big kid thing. Line leaders. Line up time, it's a race. Everybody wants first place, but I go slowly. I don't run, 'cause I'm the line leader. I was picked the line leader, so make way kids for number 1. The line leader is not always going to be the same child, and it's okay if you don't get picked. The line leader has to be super responsible. That means the teacher can trust them to be quiet in the halls. They might even catch a bubble in their mouth. And they have to be able to be trusted. They're not going to run. They're going to be safe. Growing seeds. We planted seeds in paper cups and put them on the sill. This is a sill. It's a windowsill. Okay. We planted seeds in paper cups and put them on the sill. We watered them and watched and watched and watched those cups until I peeked today and check it out, a little baby seedling sprout. In kindergarten, we often study plants, and we get to plant seeds, and we watch them to see what happens. It's part of science. Growing me. What happened to my favorite pants? The ones that used to fit. Now they come up to my knees when I try to sit. My toes can't wiggle in my shoes the way they used to do. I think someone shrunk my clothes. Or could it be I grew? In kindergarten, you're going to do so much growing. You will probably grow out of your clothes. But your brain will definitely be growing. It won't grow out of your head, though. It'll still fit, but you will be so super smart because you will learn a lot in kindergarten. Last day. I hugged my teacher. Please don't cry. And she said, Beg your pardon? I said, We're going to first grade, but you're stuck in kindergarten. Your teacher will stay in kindergarten when you are old enough to go to first grade, but she will miss you. Thank you for reading Kindergarten Here I Come.